Lecture by CYC Chen Cynthia. You can pause anytime you need. 你可以随时按下暂停键。Make sure you have your tools ready. Okay, today we are going to do the Vincent Van Gogh style with the watercolor. Okay, we are not going to do the painting, but we are going to do the watercolor. So make sure you got your watercolor paper. Okay, so you should see the cover say watercolor paper. So even the blend are different. But you should see the watercolor on your pad. Okay, so the front feels rough. The back feels smooth. So make sure you're using the right side of the paper. Alright? Then the pencils, erasers as usual. And today we are going to do one of his art, but we were going to simplify so you can do it easily. So first of all, I want you to divide the paper half, top and the bottom, about. You don't need to use the ruler, please. Half. Very, very light. Okay? And divide the bottom part into 3. Okay? So 1, 2 line. You have to add 2 more lines. Okay, so you are going to have the big area, like half size of the paper on the top, and 1/6 on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, half, and 1/6 of the paper. Alright, so the top will be the sky. Okay, the middle part will be the mountain, and the lower part will be the town. The bottom part will be the hill. And this drawing, we are standing on a hill and looking down to the town, and we will see the mountain behind and the big sky on the top. Okay, so that's the perspective that we are looking. We are standing on somewhere high and looking down, so we will see the town and the mountain and the sky. Okay, so let me remove the writing. We don't need to write anything on the paper. We are doing the painting, the drawing. Okay, not the writing. So when we do the watercolor, we have to keep our paper always clean. So which means you're not smash your paper. Otherwise you got so much fingerprint and that makes the paper looks messy. Okay, so first of all, we are going to do the mountain in between these 2 lines. The mountain is not just a straight line, right? It has to go up, don't over the line, down, and some is smaller behind, some is about almost touch the line but goes down, and some just like half it over the paper. Okay, then when you're done with the mountains, then you can remove the line. Remember, we have to keep our paper always clean. So when we don't need the pencil line, just remove it. Okay, looks good? Perfect. Now, the middle is the town, but we are not going to do too much houses. Okay, so I want you to add in the Greek. So start on the center. Diagonal line going to the right. Diagonal line going to the left. See, the center line is vertical, but the line on the right is going to the right direction. On the left of the center line is going to the left direction. See? Okay, so now I'm going to add in the Greek. See, looks like the brick. So some house is big, some house is small. So you see the blank. The blank, sometimes I have 3 blank, sometimes I have 2 only. Sometimes I have the big one, okay, like this. Okay, so I want you to add 5 house. So you are going to choose the box to add in 5 house inside here. But I would say just choose one side. If you want to choose on the left, make all the house on the left. If you want to add the house on the right, and keep all the 5 houses on the right side. Okay, choose one side to do it. So I'm going to choose here. So I'm going to have the house inside the blank. That's the first one. So I add in the roof. You see here. And I have to keep everything inside the box, inside the column. Okay. And my second one. Here, the roof. Okay. This is a small town. Okay, some could be in front. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. See, I added all of the house on the right, nothing on the left, okay? Then we are going to have the hill. So the hill is not smooth, I make it a little bit wave. And remove the line that we don't need it. Okay, so where is the house and where we are gonna put a sun? Right here. Okay, so if your house is on the left, you're going to have the sun on the left. If your house is on the right, just like I did, you are going to have the sun on the left. Okay, so there we are going to do a big one. Okay, then we are going to add some cloud, but we are not going to do the cloud looks like this. No, we are not doing the cloud look like this, even that. No, don't do that. Okay, so we are going to do the Vincent van Gogh style. So see what I'm doing? I'm going to have a wave line rolling. Very super bright. Again, I'm going to do another row. Continue behind the sun. So I divide the sky into 3 blank with the waving line. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're done with the pencil line. The only thing you need to do, we just need to clarify all the pencil line. So sunlight is on top of the roof. We are going to remove it because we don't need that. If there's a fingerprint, you have to make sure your paper is clean. So you have to erase the fingerprint. Okay, so we've done the pencil line so quick today because we are going to spending more time on the coloring. Okay, so I give you guys about 2 minutes to fix all of your drawing. Then we are going to have 3 minutes water break. So during the water break, please get your pencil outline done and go to prepare your watercolor tools. Okay, and don't forget to coming back after 3 minutes water break. And we were going to do the watercolor all together, step by step. Sounds good? Now you can begin to clarify your pencil outline. Break time for 3 minutes. During the break time, you can go to drink some water or your juice, and even you can have some snack. It is also a nice time for you to go to the washer, and don't forget to wash your hand after you finish the toilet. And don't forget to move your body around. You can walk around, jumping up and down, and do some exercise for your body.
And you also can look in out of the window, something far, far away to relax your eye. Using your break time wisely, okay? Do something that you should do right now and don't forget to come back later. Welcome back, everyone.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. You can put your pencils, eraser away if you're done with your pencil line, and you should do. And you need to have your clear, final pencil outlining. There's no extra line on your paper, and it is super clean. Okay, then we are doing the watercolor, so which means you need the water, and make sure the water is cool, which means there's no temperature. Should be cool water. Okay, then we need the towel in case we need to dry it, and so that's why you need to have your towel to dry the water. But if you don't have the towel to do with the watercolor, you can use the napkin. You can reuse the napkin. Okay, then we need to have our watercolor brush. The watercolor brush is very, very soft. Don't use the one looks like the grass. That is the oil painting brush, not for the watercolor. Okay, so the watercolor brush is very soft. That is the one you need to use. Okay, so we need to have a big one, medium, and small. Okay, we are going to use the small one very, very often for today. Okay, then we need to have the watercolor pens. Okay, so we are going to have a bunch of the color, and I will tell you which color we are using. Then we need to have a tray. So tray is for us to blend in the color, mix the color, so we can create the color and test the color. Okay, so you need to have the tray. If you don't have the tray, you can use the dish, a white dish or the clean dish, but don't forget when you finish the watercoloring, you have to wash the dish so you can use that for the food. Okay, so get everything all set, then we can begin to color. Okay, so when you got all the stuff ready beside you, and we are going to start to color, so let me tell you what step that we are going to do. Okay, so first we were going to color the sky. Then we were going to color the middle town. After we finish the middle town, we will coming back to do the sky. Okay? Then the hill and the mountain, we will do that after. Alright? So we were going to color the sky first, then the middle town, then we will come back to finish the sky. Alright? So for the first color, we were going to use the sky blue. Okay? And I will do it first. When I finish, it will be your turn. So don't be rushed. Please wait for me. When I finish, I will tell you when is your turn to start. Alright? So first of all, I will going to have my biggest brush because the sky is big and nothing on it. So I can use the big brush to color so it can be faster. So first of all, I'm going to tap in the water. So make sure my brush is wet. It's a watercolor, which means we are need the water with the color. Okay? Otherwise, we can say that's a watercolor without the water. So apply the water on the tray. So you see there's something shiny here. That's the water, the clear water. And tapping the blue and blending, mixing the color with the water. So now it should be watery and very, very watery. Okay, so which two parts I need to color? The top and the bottom, not the middle. Remember, the middle is the cloud. Okay, so we are going to color it on the top. See, the color is super, super light. If you have your color too rich, it won't be the way that we want. We want to have the base color. So the base color has to be light. So when we apply the second color, we can still see it, right? If you have your base color too dark, too rich, we will not able to see the detail on the second layer. Remember, we have to color the sky twice. Okay, so the first color has to be very, very light. Okay, now it's your turn to start. Okay, so when you finish the sky color, I want you to switch the brush to the middle one. So put the big one away, and we are going to color our small town. Okay, so I want you to find the green color to color some of the blank. Okay, so any green color, I want to see at least 3 different green. Again, it should be very watery. It's just the base color. Okay, so you have to be careful. You're going to choose some of the blank to do it. And how many? I would say probably 5 to 8 of them. So you have to color at least 5, but less than 8. But the 8 is okay. Okay? So you have to choose some of the blank to do it. Just the solid color. You don't have to worry about dark, medium, and light. But make sure they are super watery. Not too dark. Okay? They are just the base color. Remember, I want to see 3 different green color. Okay, so now you can go ahead. You can start to color the green parts at 5 to 8 blank to do it. So when you finish the green part, now you're going to color the small town with a bunch of the color for the house. So the rest of them we pretend they are the house. Okay, so you can use any color, but it has to be watery. So all the color we are doing for now are just the base color. Okay, so you have to make sure all the color has to be watery, not too rich, not too dark. Okay, it should look like this, very, very light and watery. Okay, so you have to color the color beside, and you have to make sure the color is totally dry so you can color beside it. Okay, so the green color are dry, so I can color the purple next to it. If my green color is still wet, I'm not going to color any color around because the watercolor will go through it. Okay, so you have to keep that in your mind. The water will bring the color all the way around where has the water. So you have to make sure the color is dry so you can color the parts next to it. When it's dry, then color the color next to it. Got it? Now keep going. You can use any color you think that looks cool, but remember it should be watery, nothing rich, nothing dark. Too much water, you have to dry your brush from the towel or the napkin and tap in the small water pump so you can remove the extra water from the brush. Okay, so if you have too much water on the color, you have to dry your brush. Never use the napkin to tap on your paper. So always dry your brush first and tap on the water pump, then you can remove the water from the paper. Okay, napkin off. Don't touch your paper, only the brush can do it. Clear? So try to make your town, the town area has the multiple color. Okay, so I can count how many color I have, but I believe I have more than 10 color, more than 10, including the 3 green color. So which means I create another 7 color for the houses. Okay, so take your time and make sure all of them are bright enough for the second layer. Okay, so this is the first layer, the base color. So don't make them too dark. Alright? Okay, so when you're done the middle town, we are going to do the sky again. So we are not finished the sky. Okay, so I want you to start to add in the blue right here. See what we got here? It's a little bit too dark, so I'm going to apply more water, even more. So what I'm doing, I'm going to change my smallest brush, and I will going to show you right here. So let me zoom in so you can see it's more clear. So for the Vincent van Gogh, he is not just color the flat color, they add in the dash line. So that's it. I'm going to color the cloud. See, I use my smaller teeny brush, then add in the line, the dash line. See, they are not connected, but they are lights because I'm color the cloud. And the dash line sometimes is long, sometimes is short, but as you see, nothing cross to each other. They are parallel. They are dash line. Okay, so not clear. I'm going to do the sky with a darker blue. So actually I use the same blue, but I just mix less water to make my color even richer. See, I'm adding the dash line. It's more clear, right? So I'm not going to use this blue in my cloud because the cloud should be light. See, I'm adding a bunch of the dash line. Not crossing to each other. Sometimes it's long, sometimes it's short. Okay? Now you can begin to start to color your sky. You can start to color the cloud first with the watery blue. After you finish the cloud, then we were going to start to do the sky all together. So let's do the cloud first. So when we finish the cloud, see how bright is the line I made? They are the dash line, but they are super light. It's very watery. Okay, then I'm going to start to do my sky. Remember, I'm using the same blue. It's actually the same. I'm not using the different blue to do it. I use the same blue, but less water. So you can get the rich color you will have the rich color, so the color will look darker. But actually they are the same, but looks different, right? So I want to do the same thing just like we do the cloud. Adding the dash line, sometimes long, sometimes it's short. Okay, now you can begin. As you see, I follow the direction. See, I'm waving down, so I added my dash line waving down, and I'm not going to color inside the sun. Okay, so I'm adding the lines around, change the direction going up and down. Okay, some long, some short. They are very random. They are not organized. Okay, so don't make them look organized. So as you see, the sky color has a lot of dash line, right? But we haven't done yet. I want you to apply. If you have the navy blue, let me show you what's the navy blue. Looks like this. If you have the navy blue, you are going to need the navy blue to color our third layers. So we finished the second layer, now we are working on the third layer. But what if you don't have the navy color? It's okay, you can grab the green color. So that's the green color here. Mix the green color with the sky blue. Okay, so you will make the color looks a little bit darker. Okay, so you got the similar color. So if you have the navy blue, use the navy blue. But if you don't have it, adding a little bit green into the blue you have, then you will got the darker blue. Clear? Okay, so where we need to apply the dark navy blue? Not everywhere in the sky, okay? We only apply on the bottom here. So remember the sky we separate into three pieces: top, clouds, and the bottom. So we only apply it on the bottom part. Looks like this. we overlap some blue color. We have something in between the gap. Same thing, it's random. Okay, you don't have to skip the color away. Sometimes they can be overlap. So as you see, sometimes they are overlap. And sometimes I just add in the dash on the white spot. And sometimes I just overlap on the blue I already have. Okay, so now you can begin to apply your dark blue on the lower part only. So we're done with the sky, but actually not, because we haven't finished the sun. But we are not going to do the sun for now because my blue color is still wet. If I color the yellow for the sun, and the yellow color will going to join my blue and I will get the green sun. Okay, so we have to wait the blue are totally dry, then we will move back to do the sun. So now I'm not wasting the time. I still have the hill and the mountain hasn't done the base color. Okay, so today we must to finish all the base color. Then we will do more detail for the next sections. Okay, so for the hill, I'm going to use the green color, a little bit great. Okay, so apply on this, just one single color. Remember the base color has to be bright, so which means there should be watery. It should be watery, so which means it's not too dark. Okay, and for the mountains, how many mountains you have, then how much color you need. So you can have the mountain with a little bit yellow, a little bit orange, a little bit brown, a little bit green. So if you have 4 mountains, then you are going to show me 4 colors. If you have 5, then I need to see 5 colors. If you only have 3 mountains, then you just show me 3 colors. Okay, 1 color for each mountain. Alright, now you can start just the base color. You should know how to do it. Okay, so when the sky are dry, we can start to color our sun. So again, we're not just color. So you need to have the yellow and make sure the yellow is clean. So sometimes if your water is a little bit dirty, so you can get the clear, pure yellow. You will get something else. Because the yellow color is very, very weak, and it will be effect with any other color. If you only have a teeny tiny red into the yellow, you got orange. If you have the green color, you change the yellow become green. If you have blue, you also got the green. So make sure your brush is clean and your water is clean, so you can always get the clean yellow. Alright, so when we add in the sun, I'm not going to do the horizontal or vertical line. We are follow around the circle. It looks like this. Let me zoom in so you can see. So yellow, I'm adding the line, dash line around. See, looks like I'm adding the lines all the way around. sometimes long, sometimes it's short. Okay, but the sun has the light. It glowed, right? The sun is glowing. So we are not just keeping the yellow inside the circle. We are adding the yellow even more. Okay, so see, that's how I'm doing. So let me zoom up so you can see it. Okay, so make sure I have enough yellow. Okay, remember, it's glowing and it follows the sun around. So it will overlap the blue a little bit. It is okay. But sometimes you will see the yellow looks like a little bit green, but it's fine. So we try to add the sunrise a little bit bigger. Same thing, it should be random. Sometimes it's big, sometimes it's small. Okay, that's it. You don't have to do all the sky. So just around, looks like this. Okay, so when we're done with the yellow, I don't want my sun looks a little bit bored, so I'm going to apply a little bit orange into the yellow. So I got the yellow orange, and where I applied it, middle, the center. Just like we color the blue at the bottom. We have light blue and dark blue. Now we got the yellow and yellow orange. Okay, so just adding the dash line. Getting fewer. So we have more yellow orange at the center, but we have less yellow orange on the outside of the sun. Okay, and about the sun ray, you don't have to add the yellow orange. We only add it on the sun. Okay, so now we officially finished the sky. We finished the color of the sky, cloud, and the sun. Okay, so now it's time for us to do more detail for the mountains, middle towns, and the hill. Okay, so after we finish the hill, there's a big tree. We have to do it. Okay, so we will worry that about maybe just later. So for the next part, we are going to do the mountains, and we are finding the matching color. So if your mountain is orange, the base color is orange, you are going to use the orange to add in the dash line. If the mountain is purple, what color you should use for the dash line? Purple. Okay, so green color match with green, orange match with orange, purple match with purple, and the red match with red if you have the red mountain. Okay, so what color for the base color, what color for the dash line? So my first one looks like here. I'm adding the dash lines, some long, some short. I'm not coloring, I adding the lines, so same as you too. Okay, no coloring please. Okay, then each color has their own, or each mountain has their own color, so don't mess them up. So when you're done with the mountain, whatever which color you are using, okay, I want you to use the green color and purple. So that's the green color, that's my purple color. You have to mix them. So you got something messy color, browny gray color. Then there's the sun. The sun creates the light. It also creates the shadow. So the sun is coming from the right top. So the shadow will be on the other side, which means the left. So the right side of the mountain should be bright, but the left side of the mountain should be dark because the shadow. So that's the shadow color. So same thing, I'm adding the shadow color like the dash line, only on the left. Okay, only on the left. But remember, we have the shadow. We have the mountain, not the shadow. Sorry, we have the mountain on the right side of the sun. If you have the mountain is located on the right side of the sun, the shadow will be on the right. Is that clear? So this mountain, I'm not going to add in the shadow on the left because the sun is on the left of him. The location are different. So I'm not going to add in the shadow on this one because the sun is right here. The shadow should be on the other side of the sun. Is that clear? Okay, so now I want you to spend the time to add in the shadow. You don't need to add too much or too rich or too dark, but just a little bit you can see the difference. That's it. Okay, so when you're done with the sun, the shadow and the mountains, now we can work on our hill. Okay, so we are going to do the same thing. So I'm going to have the green color. So we are adding the lines, dash line all the way, everywhere on the hilt. The dash line, you are not color, okay? No coloring, no brushing. Just adding a bunch of the lines. Some long, some short, some small, some big. You can do it very quick. And just like the sky, the bottom part of the sky, we were going to add in a little bit darker green at the bottom of the hill, okay, not the top. So we divide the hill into two pieces, top and bottom. Then we were going to use a little bit darker green, but not too dark, please, just a slightly different. And add in the dash line below. That's it. Not the top, just the bottom. Okay, not the top, just the bottom. Same thing as the random lines. Okay, so that's it. Since we already have the green color, so you know we are going to color the town, right? So remember we have the green color. So we are using the green color to match the similar color to add in the lines on the town. Okay, so you have to be very, very patient because each column is very, very small. So if you're too rushing, you will mix the color all together. so you won't see the Greek. Okay, so you have to be very, very patient. Slow down. Don't be rushed. Okay, good art always takes time. Okay, so never be rushed.
When we finish all the green colors, we were going to have our middle break for 3 minutes, so you can use your break time wisely so you can complete the green color. Then we will start to color the rest of the color after the water break. Break time for 3 minutes. During the break time, you can go to drink some water or your juice, and even you can have some snack. It is also a nice time for you to go to the washroom, and don't forget to wash your hand after you finish the toilet. And don't forget to move your body around. You can walk around jumping up and down and do some exercise for your body. And you also can look out of the window, something far, far away to relax your eye. Using your break time wisely, okay? Do something that you should do right now, and don't forget to come back later. Welcome back, everyone.
Okay, so after we finish the green, remember we use bunch of different color to color the base color. Now you are going to find a similar color to add in the lines on it, but not for the houses. Remember we do the 5 houses, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. you are not going to do that now. We just finished the blank one, okay, with the similar color. If you color with the purple, find the purple to add in the dash line. If you color with the red-brown color, and use the red-brown to color the dash line. Okay, now you can begin. And remember, be patient. Good arts always take time, so don't be rushed. Okay, so make sure you color all the column without the houses, okay, all the column, and it has to look like the horizontal, not vertical or diagonal. Has to be all looks like the horizontal. Okay, so when you finish, the same thing, we are finding the matching color, but when you color the roof, you have to follow the direction. See, we are not adding the dash line, we are adding the diagonal line. See, I have the red roof, so let me zoom in so you can see it's more clear. So see the bottom, I add in the line all like the dash, but for the house, just the hatching, the diagonal line, they are not dash line anymore. Okay, they are not dash line anymore. So if they're the orange, then add in the orange, the dash line. Okay, oh, not dash line, diagonal line, sorry. Okay, so it should be just one single color. Even the house, it should be look straight down like hatching. So you have to be careful because they are very, very small. You can use your smaller brush to do it. Okay. Okay, so that's it. So now we have to wait it are totally dry so we can add a big trees right here. But now we have to wait it totally dry. But anyway, I will going to show you how to. Then you will do it after. Okay? Okay. Now I want you to have your pencil back and your paper are totally dry. There's no flexion, there's no water drop, there's no small water pump. So then you can have your pencil. So I want you to do a tree just right here on the left. If your house is on the right, then do the tree on the left. But if your house is on the left, which means you're doing the tree on the right. So we are making sure our tree is not cover the sun. Clear? So where's the sun? The other side will be the tree. Okay? So I want you to do a straight line. From here, straight line, vertical. Okay, so I want you to do 3. So the middle one is long, and here going straight all the way down to touch the edge of the paper at the bottom. And this one could be shorter. See, I have the highest one over the cloud. The middle one is on the cloud. The lowest one is below the cloud. Over, on it, below. 3 sides. Okay, so we start with the big one. Twist over, see, I'm adding the row line. Adding the row line. So the same for the middle one. It won't look like the same behind. Okay, same for the small one. Okay, now we're done with the pencil line. So I want you to start to find all the dark green color. The green color, your darkest green. Okay, so again we are going to add in the dash line inside the pencil line that we made. See? That is some big, some small. The darkest green you have, okay? Dash line, some big, some small. Some big, some small. So finish the big one, then the middle one. Then the small one. Okay, so when you're done, apply the blue color into the green color you have. So you will get a very, very dark green. The green color even darker. So you have to apply the blue, dark blue, not sky blue, okay? It has to be dark blue. Then we have to wait. The green color are a little bit drier, so I can do it. So now it's still too wet. See, it's still too wet. So I have to wait it. But for the small tree is already dry, so I can start with the small tree. See, I'm adding the dash line against the dash line against. The middle one is almost dry as well, so I can do it. The dash line. Okay, then when the middle part is dry, so you can do it with your biggest one. Okay. So now we finish. Okay, so you can add more tree if you want to. Okay, so we are finished, which means you have to find a place to sign the name and write down the date to prove that you are finished. All right?
When you complete your drawing, sign the name and write down the date. 完成画作之后，签下你的名字，更写上日期。Don't forget to take a photo of your drawing and send it to us. 不要忘记帮你的作品拍上照片寄给我们哦。And don't forget to clean out the table before you go. 不要忘记清洁你的桌子哦。Bye bye, see you next time.